discrimination, racism, and phobias. Let's talk about that. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Alma Valentino and I'm the host of my channel, Let's Talk About That. And today I'm hoping to make just a short video and let's discuss these terms because we hear them nowadays everywhere and all the time. Are they justified? People are just spitting away these words to make you feel guilty about something. I'm not sure what's the purpose of just spitting these terms all the time, but maybe if we have a conversation about it, we can figure it out. In the last video, we talked a little bit about discrimination, and I said your brain is actually wired to discriminate. And like, not even to only to humans you can apply this logic. If you have a pit bull and on the other side of the road you have a cat, you're gonna go to the cat. But if you change the cat and you put a bear, you're going to stick to the pit bull, probably, right? That's discrimination. Your brain is discriminating because it's trying to keep you safe. It's comparing all the time. Now, obviously, that's a good discrimination, let's say it that way, right? Because it's a survival mode. And you can have bad discrimination, having a restaurant and not letting someone in because you don't like the way they look, the way they speak, their sexuality, their skin color, their nationality. We do actually have words for this. When you discriminate based on race, you're being racist. Discriminating in a bad way, obviously. Actually, if you discriminate in a good way, you're also being racist because you're still making assumptions and decisions based on someone else's color, skin. Like, if you're gonna make quotas or make life easier for example, black people and leaving out white people, that's still racism. Some people say they wrongly believe that you cannot be racist towards white people because of a position of power. That has nothing to do with racism. You can be racist towards any race. Doesn't matter the position of power they're in. And frankly, I don't even see white people being in such power today. But that's not for this episode. Okay, we're just making distinctions, so maybe we can, spot these things in our daily life, and maybe we will have another conversation later. When you discriminate people for their country, you're being xenophobic. Even though the word phobia means fear, it's not quite used in that sense nowadays. And we have to accept the fact that language evolves. Just for people to know, I'm putting this out there, Mexican is not a race, it's a nationality. So when you're discriminated against people for their nationality, you're being xenophobic. Nowadays, we get thrown a lot this transphobic. You're being transphobic because maybe you don't want to date a trans person, then you're transphobic. You don't want a trans woman who clearly looks like a man and doesn't make any effort to act and be perceived as a woman in the woman's bathroom, then you are transphobic. I think the danger of misusing these words so much is that you take away the meaning of them. Because if everything is transphobic, then nothing really is. How are you supposed to actually spot the racism, the xenophobia, the transphobia, if you're just throwing these terms away all the time for no reason? Words have meaning, and you should be meaningful when you use them. That might be, you know, my personal teacher opinion, but I think I'm right in that. You are very welcome to dispute and leave a comment. So I'm going to take this chance to invite you, if you like, to do the YouTube things and, maybe give it a like and subscribe to this channel so we can, provide and keep encouraging people to speak out and not being afraid of saying what they think and putting out a space where we can actually have conversations. I am trying so hard to stay zen because sometimes I kind of lose it, but I'm working on that, I promise. But going back to what we hear, when we threw these terms away all the time, we take meaning away from them. That was the point. And we lose the capacity of actually spot the real racism, the real transphobia, the real problems when they are in front of us, because we think anything and everything is racism and phobias and stuff. So why am I saying this? Because I want to encourage people to love themselves, understanding that you're not a gold coin. So not everyone is going to like you. And everyone has the right to discriminate in their personal lives. And I'm going to say it like this. For example, if you are, let's say you are a gay man and you're married and you have a daughter, and you put your daughter in college in school, and one day you get this, she comes home and she says, I have this new teacher who used to be a priest, and he's teaching us like super Christian stuff and talking about the sins of homosexuality and how this is not right, and all of these conservative ideas and stuff. And you are going to be like, I don't want this person to teach my daughter a religion I might not be part of. And that's totally on you. You have the right to discriminate this person, which does not mean that you are going to be aggressive towards him. It does not mean that you're going to destroy his life or engage in any kind of battle or dispute or arguments. It's just the fact that you have the right to say, I don't want this person to be teaching my kids. I don't want him to teach my daughter things I don't believe in, ideas, religion, concepts, whatever it is, that it's not upheld in this house. We don't believe in that. That's not the life we're living. That's not what we're teaching our daughter. And I don't want this conservative person to teach her that our lifestyle is a sin. I hope I'm making my point. Do you see how you can actually discriminate without being aggressive or, trying to destroy the other person? You're just standing your ground and saying, I don't like this, I don't want this, and that is to some sort discrimination. And it's okay. You're allowed to do that. When you are homosexual, sexually, you are discriminating people. Like, if you are a homosexual man, you don't like women. So at the moment of choosing a partner, going out, flirting, you are going to discriminate from the public, from the general public. You're going to discriminate men from women because you're not interested in women, and that's okay. So expecting that everyone is into, for example, transgender people is nonsense. Why do you want to force that on me? Why can I not have my own sexuality, which might be I'm heterosexual, I like men with their whole parts, and that's what I like, and that's what I want, and I'm not comfortable, I don't feel any kind of attraction to a transgender man. Why don't I have the right to do that? So this idea, I think we are, as a society, these younger generations are promoting this ridiculous idea that everyone has to like you and accept you. And that's never going to happen. And you're always going to be miserable if that's your goal. You're going to be at war with the world for the rest of your life, because never, ever in your life, everyone around you is going to like you. Every person, every human being you encounter in your life is not going to like you. And that's okay. You have to like yourself. Like, that's the most important thing. And when someone comes and it's maybe irritable and it's disrespectful and it's whatever, you don't have to like them too. And you don't have to have them in your life. And you can discriminate and say, I don't want to have anything to do with this person. I don't agree with how they live their lives. I have no interest in being close to this person. And that's okay. We don't have all to be friends. Like, we should respect each other. That's other thing. My sister told me when I was younger, when we were younger, she said to me, which it always stick to me to this day, and it will forever, and I'm gonna share with you because it was so wise. She said to me, the idea that respect needs to be earned is just BS. You don't go through life disrespecting people until they prove themselves worthy of your respect. You go through life respecting people until they prove themselves unworthy of your respect. When someone proves themselves unworthy of your respect, you're allowed to discriminate that person and say, I don't want this person in my life. But it's utter nonsense to expect everyone to like you. And unfortunately, not even to respect you, because not everyone is wise enough to know that you're supposed to respect everyone until they prove themselves unworthy. And as an advice, just to live your life, respect, love, and like yourself. That's the most important, because you do have to live with yourself for the rest of your life. But never, ever in your life, everyone is going to like you. It just doesn't work that way. So let it go. Live your life and stop yelling and screaming racism, transphobia, homophobia all the time, every time someone doesn't agree with you or doesn't like you. As long as they're not hurting you, just let it go. It's not worthy. Everyone gets discriminated sometimes. I've been discriminated because I'm Latina. I've been discriminated because I'm too white to be Latina, because I'm a woman, because I'm too short, because I'm too tall, because I'm not pretty enough, because I was fat, because I'm too skinny. It doesn't freaking matter. You're not a golden coin. So just let it go. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you. Love and like yourself. That's what matters. You have to live with you. The rest of us, we don't have to live with you, and you don't have to live with us. I hope that helps somehow. I hope that makes sense. I say it from the bottom of my heart with a lot of love and compassion, not trying to insult anyone or anything like that. Just an advice from a 30-something-year-old who's not a golden coin and just is, some days struggling to love myself. And I've learned that at the end of the day, that's what counts. Because people come and go. There's so few people that's gonna stick with you for the rest of your life, or for years and years and decades. Most of the people you encounter comes and goes. Pick up your battles. That's the point. Because it's not worthy to go to war with everyone, especially with people that you don't really care about. So that's gonna make it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you stick till the end, thank you, I appreciate it very much. Please consider doing the YouTube things if you're gonna do anything at all. I appreciate a lot if you comment, because I cannot dialogue in an empty room. I can only echo. Love you guys. Thank you so much, and see you on the next one. Bye.